I think in a way, my starting point for a manager is to say, rather than asking yourself, how can I get the most out of people? Because that's what we used to say to managers. That's what you've got to think. How do you get the most out of people? Instead of that, they need to think, how can I support people to perform at their best?
Mm,
So you're starting from a different point. And then if you know that we have these needs, and I think the research of Ryan and Deci on self-determination theory is, it's well proved that we
mm,
have these needs for autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Some people use slightly different labels for those things. So how can I, as a manager, help people meet their needs for those things? So if you take competence as an example,
mm,
okay, if we all have this need to feel that we're competent and respected for our skills and our talents and so on, what can I as a manager do? So one of the things, if I'm a manager, I might want to do is, have regular one-to-ones with people. Sit down, have a chat. How are things going? What's the best thing that's happened this week? What hasn't gone so well this week? What could you do differently? Those sort of conversations that, first of all, showing that you care about them, but are also helping them think through, that you're giving them the time and the space to think through, yeah, actually, perhaps I'm not so good at X, or perhaps I could have done better on Y. And you discuss and help them. So yeah, how can you as a manager help people feel more competent? So one of the other things I often advise people to do is, I call it do and review. So whenever somebody's done something, maybe they've been in a meeting, they've had a customer call, they've made a presentation or written a report, sit down with them just for 5 minutes and, review it. Okay, you've done it now. Let's review it. What went well? What
mm.
didn't go so well? What would you do differently next time? And I, as your manager, I might advise you on what you might do differently next time as well. So it's a sort of that coaching approach to management.